Now you know it's fall when folks start bringing things like pumpkins and gourds in from the garden. We are not in the garden, you probably noticed that, because of course it's really miserable out there this morning.
You could be in the garden, but I don't want to be in the garden.
But you checked the rainfall gauge for me.
I did. It's 2 3/4 inches out there.
Since Thursday.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of water's been coming down.
So the garden's very happy, and our fall colors will be very good too when we get a lot of rain like that. The moisture and then some sunny weather would really help to get the colors
By
going.
the weekend we might get some sun, but water moisture is great for big pumpkins too.
That's right, and things are ripening and ready to harvest. These are our Cinderella pumpkins, which we didn't quite get whole season out of.
Oh,
but
they look good.
But they're cute. Yeah. You know, they're the kind of flat ones, and they're normally a little bit larger than that. But we grew all of those gourds in our garden, in our little fall decorations area.
And that's about the only purpose for it, right?
For decoration,
yeah.
But you see them all over the place, and I don't know about anybody else, but they're addicting to me. I just love buying different gourds every year and finding the oddest ones I can. But people ask me how to preserve these because sometimes they'll rot indoors.
Right, you can dry them, can't you?
But you can dry them, and the larger bird bottle gourds, they're all dealt with the same way. The main thing is that they need good air circulation.
Oh, okay.
So putting them in a pile like this is, for a long time, is not a good idea. For decoration at first, fine, but then put them on a piece of newspaper, either just on the newspaper or on a cake rack on top of the newspaper
so
to
they
get good
air
all
circulation.
Around.
Okay.
Move
Could you just hang them maybe?
If you had something that the air flowed through to do it with, right. And then you'll find that they start to form some mold on the surface only. So then what you need to do is wash them off with some bleach and water, a mixture of about 2 to 1 bleach
so to kill
and
the
water.
mold off.
Right.
Gotcha.
So 2 parts water, 1 part bleach, and that kills the mold off. And you'll have to do that a couple of times as they dry out, and you'll know when they're dry by when they rattle, because the seeds have dried out on the inside.
Oh, okay, that's right, sure.
And then
they'll be hollow sounding, not the thud that you get here. But,
definitely, definitely. But with the bird bottle gourds and those kinds of gourds that you're going to use to make decorations out of, maybe make bowls out of, or even just use for birdhouses, paint and decorate, those take maybe up to 4 months to dry out.
Right.
These may dry out in more like 3 weeks or so.
So you pretty much have to plan for next year.
Right.
Yeah. All right, good. But I mean, look at all the cool decorations that you have for this year right away, and then you dry them out, and you can just keep adding to your pile out there. Very cool stuff, and it looks fantastic too. So there you go.
It's a nice small garden, and we can still produce a lot of very interesting things.
And save yourself a few pennies too, because I know they sell them at the home places and stuff like that, but not cheap.
And it's just more exciting to know that you grew those.
That's true. You can say, this is my gourd.
And to watch the different gourds that come out of this little patch of a few seeds you sprinkled out there. All this variety.
All these goofy looking things. All right, well, there you go. We'll be back in the garden in just a little bit, but right now let's see what else is going on in the world.
That's my gourd.